Bill show. We're starting a little early tonight. Yeah, Chargers Bears went about as bad as you
Well,
expected
as
it
you
would.
expect.
Yeah, Chargers are dominating right now. Feels that Agent Mania is over after 1 week. But
That shit was cute, but
yeah, but yeah, not much to say about this game. Honestly, it's a
Herbert
must
looked
win.
good.
Herbert looked
Yeah,
great. Yeah, it was a must win for the
yeah.
Chargers. In terms of like keeping their season alive, probably keeping Brandon Staley's job alive too. Because I don't see him
That
survive.
fraud survives another week.
Yeah, I don't think he would have survived if he had lost this one. So good on him keeping his job at least one more week. But yeah, not much to say. Herbert did his thing, and the Bears just really can't move the ball. Like they're going on.
Yeah,
You
I
go on
mean, you
garbage time
can't.
drive
They're
no
not a good
doubt, but
team, and then you got a quarterback that didn't even play D1. Like, you can't really expect too much from them.
exactly. So
But
you got any thoughts on this game
nah, I mean,
other than
Herbert
that?
looks good, even with that finger injury. But we'll
Yeah, I was
see.
I was wondering I was like, oh yeah, he's got that wrap around his finger. But yeah,
Is he
we'll
still
see.
wearing that sleeve? Because he had like that one burn,
He's
that
still
turf
wearing a
burn or whatever.
sleeve.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still wearing a sleeve on his.
he has aura, bro. Top
Uh,
top five.
the the sleeve,
His aura is
the
crazy.
sleeve, and the fucking
Now,
the
we'll talk
long
about
hair.
quarterbacks with aura. We'll get to that. Oh, you already know what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
oh Jesus! All
Car, baby. No, I'm just
right,
playing.
fucking Shahid's got the aura. That, that's
He's
that's
fucking nah.
that's the one that's
Shaheed
carrying the franchise right now.
Shaheed fucking pisses aura, bro. He's him.
Yeah, but
What's up? I mean,
what?
Bucks at Bills. We'll go to Thursday.
Yeah,
What'd you think of this? I thought. I mean, I'll start off. I mean, I already started. Thought the game wasn't as close as the score. Josh Allen pretty much put on like a backpack performance, and I mean, the Bucks got that garbage time touchdown, and then they could have had a Hail Mary, which was pretty scary if you're a fucking Bills fan. But overall, I mean, yeah, the Bucks are kind of getting exposed for being like fraudulent.
100%. It was a solid start for them. To begin the year, but yeah, they're kind of coming back down to earth now, and like
Yeah,
despite all that, they could have had a Hail Mary that could have won them the game. And what I don't like about yeah, Paige just got picked off by the way. But
yeah. I'm watching the Kings Lakers game. I'm not even
yeah, but
watching that shit.
no, but I don't like the rule. Basically, you could pass interfere all you want on a Hail Mary. They're not
Unless
gonna
you're a
call it.
Saint. When Jimmy Graham did that shit, they called a PI. I don't know if do you know what
I
I'm
don't
talking
even
about?
remember that. Nah, I
Saints
don't.
at Niners. No, Niners at Saints. It was like 2014, 15. Breeze threw a Hail Mary. Bro, his arm almost flew off, bro. He threw a Hail Mary from like the 50. He put everything into that shit. Jimmy
Mm,
Graham, like, he gave him like a little shove, and the dude flopped. It was like something Cox on the Niners. I don't know his name. I forget his name. He
something
was like a
Cox.
solid. No, it was it was either he was like number 29 or whatever. But Jimmy Graham catches the Hail Mary, the whole fucking Superdome's going crazy, and they call PI. I never seen a PI on a Hail Mary until that. Like, bro, ref say this. But no,
Mm,
yeah,
but yeah, despite all
that's
that, the
off topic.
Bills, the frauds, they get another W against a bad team.
Oh, don't you worry. My Bengals are gonna handle them next week, bro. Don't worry
Yeah, I
about
hope
that.
so. I hope so. But yeah, not much to say. It was a trash game, pretty much. Wasn't
Yeah.
very entertaining.
Speaking of trash games, Jets versus Giants. That was
It was
bad. Bad
trash until
quarterback.
the end. Trash
And
until the end.
you know what? Yeah, Zach Wilson
Yeah,
put on his fucking backpack on the
yeah.
last drive. That was crazy. That was lit. I like Zach Wilson, man. I don't know why, but he's ass.
Yes,
But that drive was fun.
that was.
That was
Yeah.
that was
So
dope.
story of this game: Tyrod Taylor gets hurt. It's bad quarterback play for the majority of the game. This guy I've never heard of, Tommy DeVito, comes in and he
Yeah,
does
sounds like a
absolutely nothing.
fucking soprano, bro.
Something like that, bro. Like this motherfucker. I think at one point he had like -7 yards passing,
I think he
and
finished with like -1 yard.
yeah. And I was just like, dude, like they're really gonna win this game because like after Zach got sacked on that fourth down, I'm like, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
But then everything just went bad for the Giants. Graham Gano missed the field goal. First play, Zach Wilson hits. I think it might have been Garrett Wilson for 30. Like it was like
yeah,
30
I think it
yards.
was.
Plus
Yeah,
they jumped off sides, which stopped the clock. Then they hit another big pass that puts them in the field
and
goal range,
they get it with one
and they
second, bro.
yeah
They
they
clock
clock
it.
it with 1 second. and then
That was tough.
they hit the game
That was
tying
tough.
field goal, and then in overtime, yeah, like
Pretty much the better roster won, even though they should. It was bad coaching. It was bad coaching on the Giants' end. They should have iced the game, but I don't know. Like,
it's always easy to say that in retrospect, you know, like because I'm sorry, like Graham Gano, you've been a kicker for a long time. That's like a 30. That was like a 35-yard field goal. Like that's a chip shot for a pro. So he should have hit that, and that would have iced the game. They wouldn't have got a touchdown, you know. But it's unfortunate for them to lose that way. It's unfortunate for me too as a Patriots fan. I needed the Giants to win this game to, you know, surpass us in the standings, but you know, can't always
it,
get what we want.
yeah, your team
But
sucks, bro. But
yeah, but we don't suck enough. But we'll get to that later. But yeah, let's move on to Jacksonville and Pittsburgh, and
this is an ugly game, bro. I,
ugly as hell.
the weather. I mean, the Steelers
Rain.
are always in these games, like regardless. But the weather, the rain, just I don't know. I didn't really tune in too much. I just saw like it was low scoring. Steelers are always in these defensive games. I saw Kenny Pickett went out. Prayers for him. That guy. I feel like he's always getting hurt, man. I don't know.
Low key is
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but yeah.
I'm sure
So
you watched more of it than me.
yeah, I saw a solid amount of it. Yeah, it was low scoring for the majority of it until the Jags hit like. I mean, the Steelers had a coverage bust where they just left ETN wide open
Yeah,
on a
okay.
wheel route, and Lawrence found him. After that, like it was pretty much a wrap because no team was. The Steelers weren't going to put up any more points. So, the Steelers, like we said, they kind of been living off these like defensive plays.
Defense.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's been like not JJ, TJ Watt will make a
TJ
play
Watt.
and give him a short field, give him an opportunity to score a touchdown. They didn't get that this week. Yeah, and they're like we said, Pickett went out again. Trubisky came in, he threw 2 picks. So I mean, it is what it is. This is kind of who the Steelers are. Like I'm not going to blame weather for this game at all. Like both
Yeah, it
these,
probably would have been like this regardless. It probably
yeah,
would have been worse if for the Jaguars probably would have
yeah. To me,
did more.
both these teams are still questionable offenses. The Jags obviously got a better quarterback, so it gives them a higher
Yeah,
ceiling. But yeah, this wasn't super entertaining to watch, especially with the weather and like
especially
guys
with other games on
slipping all over the
certain.
place. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot better games. Speaking of better games, Eagles Commanders. Like
yeah. You're upset of the week, but
it was my
didn't
upset of
come.
the week, and I almost got it. Commanders
No,
started
you
off
didn't.
this game. They were up 14 to
No,
3.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
up 4. I was thinking, I was like, damn, bro, here we go. But yeah, man, AJ Brown has been the best receiver in the league over like the last 5-6 weeks. I think he has
I'd give it a Tyreek. I'd give it to Tyreek.
six straight games with
AJ Brown would
125
be
yards.
my.
Like that's the NFL record. 6 straight games with
Yeah,
125
but with
plus.
Tyreek,
So
like you got to keep in mind too, he could be doing like they're sitting him in some of these fourth quarters because
no, I
he's
hear you. I hear you. I'm
like
just saying like he's
no,
been playing like it. I
yeah,
don't think he's better
him,
than Tyreek. I don't think he's better
yeah,
than
him and
Tyreek. I'm just
Tyreek
saying.
have been the best too, and then Jettas before he went out. But nah, AJ Brown, he's been that guy this year. He's been. I still can't believe the Titans traded him to the Eagles for a first, bro. Like
Yeah, they basically traded him for Traylon Burks.
Traylon and like
That's essentially what they
and
did.
yeah, I don't know, I don't get
And
it,
he's
but
just been average pretty much at best. But yeah, man, this is the typical Eagles Commanders game. It was a
Sam
shootout.
Howell looked good first half, and then
Sam Howell, yeah, he was hitting some big throws. I think McLaurin had over 100 yards. Dotson had over 100 yards. So he was
oh
finding his guys.
yeah, no.
But then Jalen Hurts kind of broke it open later on in the game.
Once they took the
Washington,
lead,
yeah.
they kept it. Yeah,
Once I got that touchdown to Devontae Smith, it was pretty much over.
yeah, it was over.
But they were still allowing them to put some points on the board, which was kind of making it a little scary at the end. Like, but yeah, this is kind of who Washington is. Like they kind of display like
They're a
this high
feisty
school.
team. They play the Eagles. They play the Eagles really tough.
Yeah,
I kind of thought the Eagles were gonna like just handle them the whole game, just because I thought they already played a close game earlier this year, and you would think the Eagles would come out with a little more umped in their step, but nah, Commanders they came out strong, and then I think the Eagles are just a better team, and then Ron Rivera he's probably gone after this for sure. He's gone after this year.
it's a possibility. Yeah, I mean, because what they've only made the playoffs. I want to say like once in his
And they were like
entire
7-9. It's like a
yeah
bad team. It was the
yeah
worst
like
division
they
that year.
yeah they basically like slipped in by accident. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not looking good for him. Sam Howell, this I don't know. Potentially, this they could run with him for like another year. You
I
know,
like him. I just think he has bad pocket presence, that and with that O line, it's not helping either. Like it's not a good combo when you have a bad O line and a bad pocket presence.
yeah, that's true. But it's really entertaining to watch every
No,
week.
he's really
So
good. Like
it's
when he's good, he's good. When he's good, he's
it's
good.
like whether it's good or bad, he's always doing
They're at
something.
least fun to watch. Like because like
Yeah,
some teams suck and they're not fun. Like the Patriots.
thank you. Yeah,
uh,
boring and we suck. Yeah,
yeah.
but
No.
let's move on to sort of a surprising outcome. I mean, I
I
picked Dallas to win this game. I didn't think
yeah.
it'd be like this. Dallas dominated the Rams from start to finish.
I could have seen it going this way. I didn't. I thought it'd be close. I thought it'd be a higher scoring, like back and forth. But I'm not completely surprised. I just think the Dallas team has that much more talent, and they have that that ceiling. But also
Yeah,
like when they're on their floor is really bad. They could lose to anyone. But like today, they had their A game and they pretty much dominated this game.
yeah. I
Um,
want to
and
say,
then Stafford, he got hurt too. I think
yeah,
he hurt like
Brett
his
Rippon had to
thumb.
come in.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
Brett Rippon came in for them. They pretty much couldn't move the ball after that. CeeDee Lamb had 158 yards and two touchdowns, I
Yeah,
believe.
he like
Uh,
broke his own record or whatever for his catches and yards. I think
yeah,
he had a big
uh,
game.
so he was great. Dak was great. Their defense was great. Yeah, just all around
Huh.
team
They're
performance for
tuning
them.
up right in time for the Eagles game next week.
We'll see how that goes, man.
I
It's
I
so hit and miss with the Cowboys, man. It's like I can see it going either way. I can see them winning, but
I could see them winning.
I can see them winning, but I can see them, just get their ass whooped like we've seen
I don't know. I don't
before.
see that. I don't see that.
Just happened a couple weeks ago by a team who's lost three straight. We'll get to
No,
them
yeah,
too, but
no, yeah.
uh,
Oh,
but
I got some stuff to say. But
let's move on to Vikings and Packers. And listen,
oh man,
like, yeah, well,
my
we're not
guy
gonna really
Kirk
talk much
Cousins,
about
man,
this game.
it was
Yeah,
pretty
Kirk
bad, boring.
Cousins.
It was
Yeah, it was pretty
yeah.
boring overall.
Kirk
Addison's
Kirk
good.
did his thing though, man, but I think
Yeah,
he tore his Achilles, man. That shit, he's
he did.
cooked.
You could see it. It looked just like the Rodgers injury. Like when you
Yeah,
see like the back of his leg just like snap up. Like it's unfortunate because this
he's
is
having a great
probably
year. They're
yeah
turning the season around. Like I
yeah
think they're 500 now, and
they're on a nice little 3 game win streak. Kirk probably playing the best football of his career, like you
yeah,
said,
even better than
and
last year, honestly.
now
And
this
last year,
happens,
yeah, it sucks, man. It's unfortunate.
and it's probably the end of Kirk in Minnesota. I
Oh,
think.
yeah,
I
probably.
think because he was already
Unfortunately,
on his last year of his deal, and now he's suffering this injury that takes over a year to come back from.
yeah.
It's not a good combination. So, unfortunately, yeah. If I'm the
Uh,
Vikings, I'm in sell mode. Obviously, I'm keeping Jefferson, but like guys like Daniil Hunter, guys like I don't even know who else you could sell off. They don't got
yeah,
a
like
lot.
Harrison Smith's old as
Maybe,
fuck.
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Addison, you
Maybe
don't want to sell him because you
they could maybe
just
get like a
drafted him.
first or a second round pick for Daniil Hunter, but outside of that, they don't got a whole lot to sell off.
Byron Murphy, I think he's pretty good. He's a good
He's
corner.
solid. He's solid. But outside of like Addison and Jefferson, like I'm really
Yeah,
pushing for everyone else. But yeah, good win for the Vikings. Jordan Love continues to disappoint. Like I don't know what to say, man. He
I don't.
started off. He started off really well, man. Like he was leading the league in touchdown passes like the first 3 weeks of the
It's because of
season.
that Bears game. That shit inflated his stats, honestly.
I got you, but he was still playing well in all of the games. But I don't know what's happened in like the last month. He's been awful. Like they can't move the ball at all. So yeah, maybe he's maybe he's not the guy for them, man. Maybe they're going to be in the
I don't
quarterback
think he
market
is.
again. But yeah, let's move on to a game that was more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And that's the
Yeah,
Falcons and Titans, man.
we both have the
And
Falcons, but this is the only game I've gotten wrong so far this week, man. So
yeah, you killed it this week on the picks.
I
I'll give
killed
it
it
to you.
this week, bro. And
But
but I honestly I picked the Falcons because their defense had been solid all year. Like, granted, Desmond Ritter was the quarterback, and they weren't lighting the world on fire, but their defense was solid enough. Their run game was good. And I just didn't expect much from Will Levis, but bro, Will Levis looked really good. Hopkins had a great game, 4 catches, 120 28 yards, I want to say, and
Yeah,
3 touchdowns.
yeah, three
Yeah, like he
touchdowns.
popped
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Hopkins had his best game of the season. It just took Will Levis playing for it to
Hey
happen.
man, Mayo
Which
Man might be him. He might be
oh
like
my
that.
god, bro, that shit. I think that turned a lot of people off. I think that's why he dropped in the draft.
Bro,
But
low key, that was like a big story. People were talking about like that. He was weird and like, yeah, I don't know. But
yeah, but no, man. I mean, the story with him coming out was his arm strength was insane, right? Everyone was saying that, but his decision making and all that kind of reminded me like similar to like Drew Lock coming out, like
mm,
where you could see he has a physical talent, but he just kind of plays dumb. He didn't show any of that today. He was
nah, he
he
looked
was
good.
like even at the end of the game, there was like a chance he could have like forced one. He just like slid down, took the sack. You know what I mean? Just smart play. Don't try to do
Smart
too
play.
much. You know. But yeah, 4 touchdowns for him. Like he he has the same amount of touchdowns as Ryan Tannehill had through the first
Yeah,
like
yeah.
7 weeks, which is pretty crazy.
Who knew it took
So
Tannehill being benched for Hopkins to have his best game of the year? Like,
yeah, so yeah, with the Titans at this point, you might as well stick with Levis for the rest of the year. There's no reason to go back
oh yeah, for
to
sure.
Tannehill.
I don't even know
So
where like guys like Tannehill and I was gonna say Cousins, but even then, you think like where do you see those guys going? Because like the elite teams have their quarterback, and then the mid teams are gonna be draft or the bad teams are gonna be drafting really high. Um, the mid teams, it feels like if you get like a Tannehill, you're kind of just doing a lateral move. Like I don't know, where do you see like these guys going?
with Tannehill, I don't think he's going to start. I think Tannehill's probably done as a starter. I think he'll probably go somewhere to be a backup,
Hmm. I can
wherever.
see him going to
Um,
Atlanta, Loki.
I was going to say Kirk for
Former,
Atlanta before the injury.
yeah.
But now that Kirk's hurt, I don't. It's completely up in the air now. So I think Kirk would have been a great fit on the
I,
Falcons. I mean,
I could have
but
seen him going to the now. I can see him going to the Niners, low key, because of how Purdy's been playing as of late.
Purdy's been playing not good the last couple of weeks, but the Niners, it's like, could they even afford Kirk?
Yeah,
Because the reason
you,
why they wanted to keep Purdy so much is because he's making nothing.
yeah, he's making
Like Kirk,
sense,
if
bro.
you bring him in, first of all, he's coming off an injury now, and second of all, he's gonna cost what 25 million a year at least to bring in. So
Yeah,
obviously that would raise the ceiling of their team because Kirk's a more win now quarterback than what Brock Purdy is, but um, yeah, now with this injury, everything's on the table. So we'll see what happens. If Purdy continues to just go downwards like for the rest of the year, then that they could just be like, fuck it, let's just find a way. Let's restructure some contracts. Let's make them fit, money wise.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Falcons. Oh yeah, we got to talk about the Ritter thing. Ritter did get hurt. He got checked for
I,
concussion.
I thought he got benched. I just thought he got benched.
No, he got checked for concussion. He passed protocol,
And
but
they
they
just
kept him
benched
out
him.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah. Then they
man,
played
it was their
Taylor
excuse,
Heineke.
bro. He sucks.
Yeah, it was similar to the Deshaun Watson thing we saw last week, where
Yeah,
he passed, but they still kept him out anyway.
that
And they,
situation is just weird, though. In general, to be honest.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We'll talk more about that probably
Yeah.
in upcoming shows, but yeah, something to keep an eye on. I've been talking about like if his play doesn't improve,
Heineke.
Ritter's play. Yeah, because we've seen
Yeah.
Heineke come in and be successful as a starter.
Yeah,
So
he's like I don't know. I kind of bought in that playoff hype when they played the Bucks. I go, oh, Heineke, give him a shot. You see him play a couple years and like he is what he is. He's like a
here's what
good
he is.
backup.
Yeah, he's a good
He's a
backup and a low end
good
starter.
yeah. He's a good starter in a pinch. Like if you need him for a week or
Yeah,
whatever. But
yeah,
you don't.
for like a couple of weeks at most, but like you don't
Yeah,
want him as your full time
no.
16 game starter. But yeah, man, good win for the Titans. Like who knows, man? Maybe they got their guy. Like
Yeah,
you know,
we just
who
gotta wait and
knows?
see.
Just gotta wait and see what he does. But let's move on to
Oh
Patriots and
shit.
Dolphins. What happened?
Is that Monk? Number 5 on the Kings is hurt. I don't know if that's
Um,
Malik Monk or
I think he is number 5. Bears
tie
got the
game
onside.
99.
Bears got the onside kick. I don't know what the score is. Hold up. Oh no, they're fucked. Never mind.
He said they got the
It was
onside.
like they recovered. Oh no, wait, did they
Oh
even
shit,
recover
that's
it?
Fox.
Oh shit! Like what?
Aw, bro, don't tell me Fox is hurt.
Does it look bad? What did it look like? It was like non-contact.
Like he went up for a dunk. It looked like he twisted his ankle, his right ankle, like on his way up for a layup.
It's probably just it might be like a little ankle sprain. Like, I think
Yeah,
it
but he's
hurt.
still on the floor. They're just checking him out right now. David's in shambles, I guarantee you, right
I was gonna say, man, I'm gonna text David prayers up for Fox, but
He's getting up. I think he's getting. Okay.
yeah,
We'll talk about the next game. Patriots at Dolphins.
yeah, Patriots they're back. They're back to the same Patriots that they were before the fluky win last week against the Bills. Yeah, I mean they start off with the lead. Like defense is playing well in the
I was
beginning.
kind of shocked that they started off like with the lead. To be honest with
Yeah,
you.
it was 7-0. Like Kendrick Bourne, like they had a nice drive. Kendrick Bourne for the touchdown. But then after that, they couldn't stop Miami. They couldn't stop Tyreek or Jalen Waddle.
Yeah,
They couldn't get off the field on third down. And it sucked too because like before a half, I want to say it was a 14. It was 14-10. It was 14-7. Right? Patriots were driving and Mac throws a fucking awful pick. Like, and this is just what he does, man. Like, he'll play decent all the way up until he makes like a god awful mistake like that. And after that, that pretty much swung the game. The game was over because the Dolphins went down. They got a field goal, and then yeah, like the Patriots couldn't stop them for the rest of the day. So, yeah,
no,
good
yeah.
shit. I was on Drake May highlights yesterday. Drake May looked great. So yeah, man, I'm all in on it, man. We got to keep this going. I've seen
Hey,
some like Patriots fan bring up, oh fuck, should we trade back to the Vikings now? Should like would the Vikings want him? It's like first of all, I don't think anybody wants Mac. He sucks. All right, so let's start with that.
no one is
Second of
crazy.
all, we need to keep him in order to keep these L's coming. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm hoping it continues. Our schedule's going to get a lot easier over the next couple of weeks. Well, quote unquote easier because like we got Commanders, we got the Colts, we got teams like that coming up. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Good loss, keep it going.
good loss is crazy.
Tua owns us, like we said.
Tua really, was he
Co-owner,
like
co-owner
seven
of
and
the New England
zero?
Patriots. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's undefeated.
yeah, it's crazy. But nah, two after he threw that boneheaded pick, and then after that he was pretty much
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, he was perfect after that. So
They'd be like Tua. You seen those memes like Tua after a pick, and it's like fucking prime Peyton Manning and shit.
that's what he looked like today. I
No,
mean,
yeah. I feel like he throws
I'll
a
give him
bad
credit,
pick, and
man.
then he comes back and he has a good game. He's
I'll
good,
give him
man.
credit. Like he doesn't let mistakes affect him. Like
Oh
he
yeah,
kind of he stays like stable like the entire time. A lot of guys like Mac Jones after they make a bad mistake,
they're
they
terrified.
they completely crumble after that.
Yeah,
So credit to Tua for at least being mentally tough. I still think he's a fraud. I still think the Dolphins are a fraud, but
you're
um,
here, but
you know, good shit. Good win for them. Good loss for us. So let's keep going.
next game, Saints at Colts. Hey man, Derek Carr was in his Duffy today. He looked good. Shaheed, my guy, special, bro. 3 catches, 150 something yards, and a touchdown. Yeah, bro, he's different. Shaheed's different. Our defense didn't look good today. Didn't look great, which is kind of Minshew was trying to throw us a bunch of picks, man. Like Minshew was trying to give us the game, like so we could close it, and I don't know. We just weren't capitalizing. But Saints offense looked good today. Defense looked pretty bad, I guess, like for our standards. I mean, in general. But I mean, good win. I think we're like tied with the division with the Falcons now. So I don't know much to say about that.
So yeah, the defense I think has been pretty disappointing for the Saints last couple of weeks based off how they started, especially.
Well,
But
I think last week they played well until the end, until like the game drive. Yeah,
but just
no, yeah,
overall, like compared to the first couple of weeks,
yeah, they were lights
but
out.
but that's not the story of this game. The story of this game is Rashid Shaheed. Just break out the
Special.
gold jacket. Just break it out, man.
Bring it
I don't know what
out,
to
bro.
say.
I told you
He's
about him, man. I told you. I
I
told you don't
bro.
sleep on him.
He makes at least like one big catch a game.
30
This
yard
game he
catch,
made
yeah.
two. This game he made two big deep catches.
I think he averages
Uh,
like 20 yards a catch.
yeah, like I would surprise me well, probably Tyreek is like leader in yards per catch, but I guarantee you Shaheed's up there.
No, I'm if it's just yards per catch, it might be Shaheed
Yeah,
because
you're
you got to
actually way
consider
right
he
because it's
yeah
lower volume.
yeah
Yeah,
he's
for
not getting as
sure.
many catches like Tyreek.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, man, he looked really good.
Nah,
Kamara,
he's good,
he's
man.
back.
I told you
Kamara's
about Kamara,
all the way
man. I
back,
told
bro.
you. I told you about him.
Yeah,
I
I
be
mean,
telling you about these players. You don't be believing me. That's that's
I,
that's a you thing.
no, I mean, you think I hate on Kamara? I just don't think he's good as CMC. But
And
that's a
he
whole
was
nother
better at
story.
one point. He was better at one point.
Like I said,
He was.
I
Watch
must I
film.
must have slept
Watch
slept
film,
through
bro.
those seasons, bro.
Yeah, you must have.
Uh,
You're old
but
man. You might have forgot.
oh, I got Alzheimer's already. But
Yeah,
nah,
I don't know
bro.
something.
Nah, he looked good. Michael Thomas had a couple of his little slant boy catches that he
Yeah,
has
you're being
in
a
the
hater.
past.
Nah,
But
hey, you got give respect to Mike, bro. He was sick. The whole team was like we had like the injury, not the injury bug, like a
oh,
flu
okay.
bug or something. A lot of
Oh,
players
okay,
were
okay.
sick and shit and like questionable. He was one of them, but hey, he played and respect to him because he was getting like the IVs after the game and shit. But
I hear you. Nah, but
it was
good win for your team, man. Good win.
yeah.
That was a much needed win.
The offense needs to build on this, and the defense needs to get back in the lab, bro. Because
100%.
if they
100%.
could
It seems
get
like
put it
your plays are
together,
starting
we'd
to
be
click
good.
now.
Yeah.
Because like Carr loves checking it down like there's no tomorrow, and now having Kamara,
Oh
it
yeah.
makes it so much better for him. Because he could like break tackles like we saw today. I think he had 2 touchdowns. So
Yeah. He
um,
had that running one. I think was it 2 running ones? I think it might have been. And Taysom, bro. Taysom was unstoppable in the goal
yeah,
line, bro. My goodness.
yeah, yeah. He threw that pick. Other than that pick, like Taysom was
It
really
wasn't a
good.
pick though. That they reversed it.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
They
that's,
took it
that's why
back.
he had
Okay.
that catch. Yeah, that's why he had those 3 catches.
Oh, they called that a catch for Shaheed.
Yeah,
Bro, that
because
was a bad call.
no, it's not a bad
That
call. Because
receiver,
if
that was
by
bro. He
by
snatched the ball
rules,
from Shaheed.
no, by rules, that's a catch because the tie goes to the receiver.
That wasn't a tie, bro.
No,
He
it
had the
was
fucking
look,
ball.
listen. He caught the ball, right? No, he caught it, and then when he was
Yeah, he
falling to the
caught it, but he
ground,
got
the guy,
snatched.
yeah, but he was on the ground when they snatched it, so he already had the catch.
Okay,
That's the
fair
rules,
enough.
bro. That's the rules. That's the rules.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But yeah,
I'm surprised
Shaheed,
I'm
like I
surprised
said,
they didn't call it a pick though, because refs hate the Saints. So I'm like, oh, shocked they called it a catch, but not yet.
yeah, but like I said before, good win for y'all. And Shaheed, yeah, man, just get that gold jacket ready.
Get that gold jacket ready,
Just
man.
he's special. I don't know what to say.
I told you about him. I've been told you about him, man. Next
Uh,
game, Texans at Panthers. I I called it, man. Panthers weren't gonna
you
go
did.
0-17. It was a low scoring game, but I think Bryce Young did have some like big throws. He showed some flashes today. Overall though, like not much going on. I think the Texans are they're kind of who they are. They're gonna be like a frisky team, but they're not like a playoff threat or anything like that. At least
No,
not yet.
no. Yeah, they're just too young at this point. But yeah, good shit for Bryce Young, man. Like that last drive, I think it was like 15 plays that got them the lead. Yeah, good shit for them. Adam Thielen did his thing again. Like he's
Yeah,
kind of putting up.
fantasy merchant, bro.
Yeah, bro. He's putting up numbers. So, um, yeah, they got to get a better line in front of Young. I've liked some of the flashes I've seen from him. He's still really small. Like that's never going to change.
No, yeah, but he
Um,
he he's shown some flashes over the past couple weeks.
but yeah, good one for the Panthers. Really good for us because now
I was gonna
they could
say it
potentially get
helps you guys,
worse.
but you guys
Exactly.
gotta keep
So
losing.
yeah, just keep it going, like I said earlier. But yeah, good win for them. Not much to say about this game. Wasn't very entertaining.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
wasn't really
good one
tuning
for the
in.
Panthers
I caught
nonetheless.
the end though.
Yeah. Let's go to Browns and Seahawks. So yeah, man, I gotta take back what I said about Geno, man. Like he's just good. I don't know
I
what to say,
told you,
man.
bro. Gino's not a bad
Uh,
quarterback. He's a solid quarterback. He's good, man.
yeah, he had the weirdest career path like of all time
He
because
was
he
he
started
was
off trash, then he was a
nah,
backup for
his
like
rookie year. He showed flashes, but he also showed like
yeah, he was basically a backup for like how
yeah,
long?
his
Like
backup
six,
most of his career.
7 years.
Like after his jaw got broke by his teammate. My goodness, like he was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
that's right. That dude,
he got
yeah, that dude
punched in the
fucking laid
face,
his
and
ass out over a
and
bed
then
or
he
some
was pretty
shit.
much a backup for like 9 years.
Yeah, but
And
nah,
they
man,
wrote
good
him
shit on
off, but he
Geno.
didn't write back though.
Oh god,
That's an
cringiest
all
quote of all
timer.
time.
That's an all
But
time quote. You're a fucking hater.
no, like
That's fire.
no, the first touchdown he had to lock it, perfect throw, just
No, yeah.
scrambling to his left, just locked it right over the guy. And then the game winner, to JSN, like just stayed poised against a good defense, and yeah, man, he got the win for the Seahawks in the end. Seahawks, they're the leaders of the NFC West
They're
all of a
leading the
sudden,
NFC
bro.
now, bro.
Like,
Or
who
their
would have
division,
thought?
their division. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
who would have thought? Like 3 weeks ago, who would have thought? But
Hey, man.
yeah, man,
We got to
big
give
time win
respect
for
to
the
them.
Seahawks. I'm
Yeah.
giving them respect, man. They got some good players. Geno's a good quarterback. They're well coached, solid defense.
Browns are, oh,
Yeah,
man. What do you do with the Browns, man? If they had good quarterback play, like,
yeah.
they'd be a Super Bowl favorite. But Deshaun wasn't good, and then he's been hurt, and he's out the lineup. You got PJ Walker starting. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in that division, bro. Low key, I don't know.
No, the Browns are fucked. I mean, let's call it what it is. Like, not just this
Yeah,
year, but for years to come. They did everything in their power to get this guy who, at one point, was one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but then all those allegations built up, and just they should have did the smart thing and stay away like everyone else did. And they gave up what 3 first-round picks, and they gave him a contract no one in the
fully
history has ever
guaranteed.
gotten, and no one in the history of the league will probably ever get
Ever
again. Like,
get?
yeah. So I'm just saying, bro, this is a fucking disaster. Like, let's
No,
call it
yeah,
what
that's
it is.
bad.
Like, because PJ Walker's coming in, he's not looking good, but he's looking about as good as Deshaun does. Like, that's the problem. The
No,
fact
yeah.
that they're even comparable is a problem, because you're paying this guy 250 something guaranteed
Times
to
more what he's
be,
getting. Yeah.
yeah, to fucking be that guy, to be what he was in Houston. You know, a lot of people would be shutting their mouths about it if Deshaun was balling out every week like
Well,
he
yeah,
did
you wouldn't be
back
able to
then.
say anything. You would just be like, "Oh, he's a creep," but he's good at
Yeah,
football. But he's not even good at
but
football anymore.
now,
So like, there's
yeah,
all these
now he's got
doubts.
nothing going for him. So I don't know, man. To me, this is going to be the last contract Deshaun ever plays in the league. Like, I don't think Deshaun after this will ever play in the league again.
Damn, I didn't even think
Um,
of. I mean, well, I was gonna say, well, so we got to see how it goes, but like, because he still has some years on it. But yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking good at all.
Not at all. So, but yeah, enough with the Deshaun
Let's talk
talk.
about a real quarterback, real franchise guy,
He's
Joe
back, bro.
Burrow.
He's
Bengals at
back.
Niner. He is. We are so back, baby. Oh my goodness. Nah, he looked good. He looked good today. He looked great. He ran the ball. He scrambled. They did some quarterback draws. He was throwing it. He was like first drive. I want to say he almost threw a pick, and that was probably like the worst play of the day for him. Other than that, he was like lights out. He had like 80% completion. He was getting the ball spread around to Chase, Tyler Boyd. Uh, Other than like a turnover in the red zone, which wasn't his fault, it was Irv Smith Jr. fumbled it. But nah,
Mm.
Bengals offense looked good today. They look good.
Defense, what impressed me the most about them, just to
I
build
thought it was
like
gonna be
I
a
don't know,
shootout at first, but
yeah, because both teams start off with the touchdown drive, so it kind
yeah,
of seemed like it was going to be high scoring at first, but right after that, the Bengals for the most part they locked in. Lou Anarumo, he's going to be head coach, man. Like you're going to
man,
lose your boy after
that's gonna
this
be a
year
big loss for the
because
Bengals when
yeah,
he leaves.
because he's doing a great job, like with what we said. No stars on that defense at all. It's just like a bunch of good
I
players,
I
good
do
solid
I do think
players.
their linebackers are super underrated though.
Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson
Logan
are
Wilson,
good.
they're really good.
Yeah,
I think they're
they're
really
good.
good.
I'll give them credit for that. But yeah, man, just scheming it up the way that he does every single week. And Joe Burrow, man, like that scramble, escape the sack and then
Yeah,
hit T Higgins, and then he stretched out for the first down. I'm like, yeah, Burrow's 100% back,
Burrow's
man.
back, bro.
He would
Ah,
not
so
like a
good.
month ago. We were
He
saying
would have
like,
been he
bro,
would have been dead. He
yeah,
would
he would
have
have been
got
dead.
killed today.
Yeah, his leg would have probably snapped off if he had tried that
Oh
last
yeah.
month. But yeah, man,
His
offense
aura,
clicking on all
oh my goodness.
cylinders.
Unreal
I'm
aura.
not gonna go with that, but
His aura's
nah,
top
man,
two, man. I'm not even lying.
nah, he looked good, and
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about Brock Purdy and the
I
49ers,
didn't
like
think
how
Purdy
far
was that bad until it's,
he was. I think he played pretty well, like for the first
he made
half,
some
like
good throws too,
he
but
was making
then
some throws, but
I
in the
think
fourth quarter he fell
yeah,
apart.
he
Like
fell
that,
apart.
that one pick, like when they were close to the goal line, like I forget, was it Logan Wilson who like jumped up and grabbed that, or it was one of the
Are you
linebackers
talking
like
about the
that. It
pick?
was
The Jermaine Pratt
yeah.
pick? When he was, yeah, it
Okay.
was Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It was Pratt. Yeah. So yeah, that play, and then he threw another pick to a linebacker.
Logan Wilson. Wilson had one too.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And then they tried
Nah,
driving at the end, and he gets strip sacked, and like that ended the game.
yeah.
Um,
That defense, man, they've been backpacking all year, and then today I felt like, I mean, they did their shit second half. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like the offensive line we're here too. You know, like
yeah.
On that Niners defense, they went down first drive. I think it was first drive and scored. And you know, I was like, yeah, they got it together. Burrow's healthy, and I think they're going to be a force. I think this was a big win for them. They had to win. They couldn't start off 3-4. Like that would have been bad.
100%. Yeah, it was a complete team win for them. So,
No, yeah,
um,
definitely.
with the Niners, it's like, damn, bro, like how far they've
Oh,
fallen.
no,
Like
yeah. Honestly,
uh,
like it's
3 weeks
a tale
ago,
of
man,
two teams because a week ago or a couple weeks ago, everyone was like, oh yeah, Bengals are done. You know, AFC is Chiefs
yeah,
and whatever. They have no chance. Now, you know, they win next week. They're 5-3. They're gonna be ahead of the Bills. They're gonna be, you know, right up there with the Chiefs because the Chiefs just lost, and they're gonna play the Chiefs later on this year. And then the Niners, on the other hand, they were what, 5-0, and now they're on a 3-game stinker. Everyone's like, "Oh, who's going to beat the
yeah.
Niners?" I mean, you know, it's a long season. That's why, you know, I mean, I do this a lot. I overreact, but like, you know, you gotta let the season
Everybody
play out.
does. That's just part of being a fan. Like you
No,
can
yeah,
overreact to shit, but yeah, man, it's just they need Debo back and they need Trent Williams back because ever since they lost them, the offense has fell
no,
apart
yeah, for sure.
for the most part.
I think Trent
Um,
Williams is a bigger loss for the
Hundred
Niners today
percent. Yeah,
because
because
Trey was
now,
killing them.
yeah, like because now Purdy he had those clean pockets those first few weeks. He's not getting those anymore. He's having to scramble out, and he's done it a couple times, like where like for a first
It's
down.
just he's made
But
some
like
bad boneheaded picks.
100%. So, but once they get healthy, I think they'll be right back on track. But yeah,
Yeah, I
they're
just
on
think
a
it's gonna
cold
be
streak right now.
it's gonna be a competitive uh race. Like I don't think
100%.
I think if the Cowboys and Niners play again, I think it'll be a lot closer this time around.
I mean, it can't be worse. So
No, yeah.
it would have to be closer. But let's move
Hey,
on
this
now.
Kings Lakers game though, man. 114, 113.
Maybe I should put that shit on.
That's
I'll let you start about the Chiefs Broncos since you're just with Nostradamus and you
all
predicted
right,
it.
man.
So
So Chiefs at Broncos. Yeah, man. I had the Broncos winning an upset. I thought they were gonna win last. Oh, was it 2 weeks ago? Because you know Thursday night, everything weird happens Thursday. But I was just a couple weeks early. Basically though, the Broncos. I mean, this was their Super Bowl. Like, let's keep it a beam, man. Like they hadn't won in 8 years. You know, they were bound to win one eventually. And you know, Chiefs. I think Mahomes was sick, and you know, the
yeah,
Broncos defense has been locked in these past couple weeks. Like it's
I'll
not a
give it to
fluke
him.
now at this
I'll
point.
give it to him. Yeah, the last couple of
Because
weeks have been really
Thursday,
good.
I think it turned around Thursday night. They played a tight game with the Chiefs, and then last week, who'd they play last week? I forget.
Oh, I forget, but they
Fuck,
won.
let me
I forget
check.
who it was.
But Broncos. Oh, Packers. You know they played Jordan Love, and yeah, Jordan Love hasn't been great, but you know they still did their shit. And then this week they were at home. You know it was cold weather. Their defense came to play. I think it was five. They had 5 turnovers. The Chiefs had 5 turnovers, that is, and you know just couldn't get anything going. And Russell Wilson, like he didn't do too much, but he had 3 touchdowns. He was efficient, and I mean he did enough to win. And it was just the Chiefs weren't gonna never lose to the Broncos, so like it was bound to happen. And you
Bro,
know maybe
toss
the
it up.
Chiefs were overlooking the Broncos because they're gonna play in London next week or Germany, I don't know where. They're gonna play the Dolphins. You know that's a big game. You know maybe they just got caught looking ahead, but yeah, it was a good one for the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, right when I thought the Chiefs were back on track, this happens, bro.
I told you, man. I told you.
They said, yeah, I saw the thing before the game. They said Mahomes is having like flu-like symptoms or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he just didn't look right. He had 0 touchdowns and 2 picks. Can't remember the last time he had a game like this.
Yeah, I think that's
Kelsey,
probably the Titans a couple years ago when they got blown out in Tennessee.
I do
That's the
remember that
last.
game, but
Yeah.
I mean, but let's talk about the real story of the game. Taylor Swift wasn't there, so that's clearly why this game
Okay.
happened.
Did you see that they
No,
played Taylor Swift after
I
they
know.
won?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
trolled them. They
that
trolled them.
was funny, bro. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, man, it seems like the AFC is still somewhat wide open. Like
Yeah.
none of these teams are really pulling away, showing
The
that
team
they're
that
clearly
dominates the
clearly the
most,
best.
I think, is the Dolphins, but they don't beat good teams. Like
Exactly.
they're
They
they're
just
the
beat them
team
on
that
bad
beats on
teams.
the bad teams, but they don't beat the good teams. So next week should
Exactly.
be really interesting when hey man, the Bengals are right back in this thing, bro. Like
Yeah.
there's a world where
If
they could
if
come out the
Bengals
AFC.
if Bengals win next week, there's gonna be a lot of people picking the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl again,
Yeah,
100%. So,
because the Chiefs'
um,
offense had like other than a few games, they haven't been, what we're used to.
yeah, and we've seen the Bengals in the past, even when the Chiefs did have all their weapons, be the
Beat
team that
them,
kind of
yeah.
shuts them down. Yeah. So, yeah, that like we said, Lou Anarumo MVP, like
Great
he
coach.
he's been holding it down for the Bengals this
Yeah,
year.
he was holding that shit together till Burrow got healthy, and they're healthy, and it's they're back, they're back.
But yeah, good win for the Broncos. Great win in terms of where the Patriots are going to
Yeah, oh
fall,
yeah,
hopefully in
it
the
helps
standings. So
in terms of Caleb and Drake and whoever's gonna get those two guys.
yes, sir. But let's move on to okay, yeah, yeah, that's the last one because we already went over Sunday night.
Yeah, we went
But
over Sunday night.
yeah, Ravens and Cardinals. Yeah, Ravens like the score wasn't as close as it seemed. The Cardinals kind of started to do some
I didn't
garbage
really
shit at
catch
the
too
end.
much because I was kind of just locked in on the Chiefs, Broncos, and Niners, Bengals games. So
Yeah,
let me ask you, how did Lamar? How did he look? Because I know he's been great this year, but I didn't really watch this game.
Lamar looked pretty good. He wasn't like outstanding
Yeah,
like he was last week, but he was pretty good today. Obviously, did enough to win against the Cardinals, and yeah, the Cardinals. Josh Dobbs, he made a couple of nice throws. I'll give it to him.
oh, they
Yeah,
almost
he
made a
missed
game
it.
winner.
Yeah, Keegan. Yeah, I saw it. Keegan missed it. But yeah, man. Not much to say. Ravens are a way better team. Cardinals, bane of my existence. I need them to win a game, man. Like it's starting to bother me now. But
Who do they play next week? They'll probably beat like the Rams or something, later on
I
this
don't
year.
know. I really don't. I'm not seeing a lot of wins left on their schedule. But yeah, man. Good win for the Ravens. Like they're probably the most consistent team in the AFC. You could argue.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had that.
I think when I said that, I forgot. Like Ravens, you still got to give them the. I think it's Ravens, Bengals, and Chiefs. But you still got to respect Miami because you don't. They could put 30 up on you. It's still wide
100%.
open.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, man. You got anything you want to add with the Ravens and Cardinals or no? Not really.
I mean, I didn't really watch it, so I'm not gonna lie. I just saw. I know Mark Andrews scored a touchdown because fantasy purposes. I was playing against him, but
Damn.
no, man. I think Ravens should be number one in terms of like favorites in the AFC right now. Probably Chiefs number two, Dolphins probably number three, and then I gotta say Bengals are my fourth
Really? Okay.
as of right now. Because I don't want to overreact too much because Bengals finally won a good game, like a complete game. But they got to play the Bills, so we'll see. We'll see how that all works out. But
Probably
what are
right
your
now for
power
me.
rankings?
Yeah, for me in the AFC, I'll probably go. I'll probably go. I'm still gonna go Chiefs number one. I don't know. I
Yeah,
trust Mahomes
you
too
give them
much.
respect.
Yeah,
I
I trust
understand
Mahomes
that.
too much. I probably got Ravens number two.
Yeah,
Then I got the Bengals. Then I got the Bills. Then I got the Dolphins.
yeah, you're just a Dolphins hater though, so I understand.
Tell me who you take the Dolphins over outside of those top four. Would you take the Dolphins over any of those teams right now?
It depends where the game's played. And right now, I'd be playing at Miami, so I'd take them over like the Bills and probably the Bengals right now.
I don't
From
see it,
what
bro.
I've seen so far, man, because
Okay,
I'm a Burrow guy. Burrow's my guy, but I got to see another week. I got to see next week. Next week that's gonna be interesting,
fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, we can do a little bit like predictions. Raiders and Lions, biggest game of the week.
bro. I can't believe the Bears at Chargers and Raiders at Lions was the fucking Sunday night and Monday night game.
It's an
Like, what were they
embarrassment.
thinking?
It's an
Like,
embarrassment.
even if Garoppolo was healthy, that would have been a stinker. Garoppolo and golf, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, no one wants to see that shit. So yeah,
Nah,
man, I think Lions are gonna win this game pretty handily.
yeah, they
It's gonna be
should. If they don't, then they're on fraud watch.
yeah. I think it's 100%. Add them to the list. But yeah, the Raiders. I think it's gonna be Brian Hoyer again because I'm pretty sure Jimmy's still dealing with his back. Uh, but yeah, man, Lions are just a better team. There's no reason why they shouldn't win this game.
Yeah, And they just got
Uh,
embarrassed last week, so they're gonna come out,
yeah,
play hard.
yeah, they need to. 80 just took the lead. Oh no, 80 tied it up. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's about it for the games this week. Do you know who's on bye next week? Usually, you got the intel when it comes to that.
No, I do. I usually do that for the week for the next week, like
I know the.
week 9
Uh,
show.
yeah, okay, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
But yeah, some games that look interesting next week. So we got Dolphins Chiefs.
that's
Like
interesting.
that could be a good
That
one.
could be a shootout. Oh fuck! I don't know. The Chiefs haven't shown the ability to shoot out, and we didn't really talk about it. Ramsey, he came back and he had like a pick.
Yeah, you picked on back. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, Seahawks Ravens. That's another one.
that should be
Uh,
fun, low key. Where's it at?
it's in Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay, okay.
What else? What else we got? Cowboys Eagles.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. I think I might like the Cowboys in that one. I'm not gonna lie.
And Bills Bengals Sunday Night Football. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's some pretty good ones
there's
next
some
week
bangers next week, man.
on paper at
On
least.
paper,
And then Monday night we got Chargers and Jets. I mean, we'll see how that goes. But
Chargers and who?
Jets,
Oh, it would have been fun with Rodgers, but
yeah. But yeah, man,
yeah,
not much to add. You got anything you want to
nah, man. This is a good week for me though, prediction wise. Jeez, I was on fire, bro.
add? Yeah, get you. I mean, shit, you got to start somewhere, right?
I'm still
You
behind
should
you.
have made up a decent amount of ground though with this week though.
Nah, I'm still 6 games behind. I'm 70 and 50 right now, or 71 and 50, and you're 77 and 44.
Fair enough.
So I gotta have another perfect week, and then I'll be right there.
All right, but
Nah, man, I feel confident in these picks this week. Next week, though, oh man, I'm scared.
yeah,
Pressure's on.
yeah, that's some tough ones next week. But that makes it more fun to watch. So
No, yeah,
yeah, but we'll see y'all. Probably see y'all. What was it? I'm thinking maybe Tuesday for like the NBA show.
yeah, yeah. And we could do
So
the Monday night reaction Tuesday too.
yeah, sure, yeah,
But I
let's
gotta
do
start
that.
work at 2:30 now, so fuck. That shit's gonna suck.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're on the holiday schedule, huh?
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll see y'all Tuesday for the show. So y'all have a good one.